Roundtable, where we come together as data professionals and talk about things that are on our minds, that are affecting us, that are not affecting us, that we want to talk about. That's the whole purpose of this data roundtable. So welcome if you're joining me. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know what you're doing, what you're working on, what are you stuck on. If you want to discuss a tool, an article, a white paper, a piece of code, I'm here for all of that. So hope you're doing well. I know Sunday is the start of the week for some people in some countries, so hopefully your week is off to a good start. For those of us that are still on Sunday rest, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're using your free time for. What are you doing today? What are you doing today to move yourself forward in your data science career? I know what I'm doing, but I want to hear what you're doing. So let me know what you're up to. It should be a really good week coming up, so I'm really looking forward to ending this week and starting the next week and seeing kind of where everything goes from there. You know, I got a really good creativity spurt yesterday and started work and produced some pieces of content that I've been wanting to do. So I'm really happy to be pushing those out to you very soon. One of them actually already went out on my LinkedIn and on my Instagram. So looking forward to seeing the feedback from you guys. But basically, I put together two guides. I put together a guide for if you're a college student. If I was in college right now, what would I be doing? If I was back in college, which was a long time ago for me, what would I be doing? So I put that list together, that guide together, excuse me, and I invite you to look at it. And if you have any questions on it, let me know. The second guide that I put together, I haven't published this yet, but it's 100% ready to go. I'll publish it later this week. And that is, how do you run a stakeholder meeting? Meetings are a big part of being a real world data scientist. Nobody tells you that, right? How do you run those? How do you run those meetings? So I put together a guide for that also. That's going to be published, I don't know, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. But yeah, what are you going to do when you have to present your projects? You have to present your ideas. You got to stand up in front of business people, not technical people, and talk. What are you going to do then? Right? So those are pieces of content that I can't wait to push out. I think they're going to be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. That's what I did to improve myself, to improve my business, to improve my coaching, to improve my content, to improve my data science skills. Because, you know, there's a skill in being able to teach other people what to do also, right? So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. That's how I moved my skills forward. What did you do? What are you doing today to move your skills forward? If the answer is nothing, then danger, right? We should all be doing at least a little something to help us move forward, right? So let me know. Let me know what you're doing. What are you up to? What are some of the things that you're working on to help you? I'm going to do my streaming today. I'm going to be spending a little bit of time with you guys. And then I'm going to hop over to Instagram, spend some time over on Instagram. And after that, I'll see what the day brings. Probably do some personal chores around the house. Spend some time with my dog. Hang out. Just see what the day brings. So yeah, that's my plan for the day. That's how I'm working on getting better. What are you doing to get better? Let me know. I have no agenda for these meetings. I walk in and just let the conversation take over and see where we end up. Bitatin in the chat. Welcome, Bitatin. How are you? I think it's your first time here, so welcome. Love that you're here. So please hang out. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know where you're at in your data journey and see where the conversation takes us. Lalman, my good friend Lalman. Lalman, remind me, I think you're from, Lalman, I think you're from Nepal? Remind me, Lalman. Lawman says, "Hey Dennis, I'm frying my brain with bookmarks in Power BI." Okay. But the important thing is that you're trying, Lowman, right? Hang in there. Hang in there. Power BI is a good tool for you to be learning. So keep going with it, okay? I know it's not easy, but you're on the right track learning that. I mean, at least you're not learning something like MicroStrategy, right? Ugh. Batatin says, I am good. How is it going? I'm doing good, Batatin. Thanks for asking. Yeah, you know, I'm lucky I get to have the same routine every day. I wake up early. Sometimes I'll do some little puzzles on my phone, you know, some games, and then I'll get up. I'll go take my dog to the dog park. I get my coffee. I got my Starbucks here with me. Oh, this Starbucks doesn't have doesn't have the big logo, but I get my Starbucks. I do some work at my machine, you know, replying to client emails and stuff like that. And then I start streaming. Yeah, so I just have the same days kind of over and over again. There is no weekend for me. You know, when you're a content creator, there's no weekends, there's no night, there's no day. There's always something to do. Somebody's always commenting, somebody needs a reply. So there's always a message in the DMs. So there is no night, day, weekdays, weekends for me. There's always something to do. Batanton says, that is good habit. You get up early. Yeah, I do. You know, and I've always been this way. Even when I was a little kid, I've always been somebody who gets up really early. I've always been a morning person, period. I've never been a night person. I've tried. But yeah, I always get up early. Azim, welcome. I think it's your first time. Nice to see you here. Azim says hi. Hello, Azim. So Azim, welcome. This is our data roundtable where anybody can bring up any topic that they'd like. So let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you'd like to discuss. Where are you in your data journey? What are you reading? What are you working on? What's your side project? What's your side project to your side project? Because we all seem to have those, right? Let me know what you guys are working on. You never know who's going to help you or what inspiration might strike you, right? Azim says, yeah, my first time here. Well, welcome. I appreciate that you found us. Let me know. Bitatin says, content creation is good, but I don't like it. Or I don't like shouting, maybe? Let me know what you mean by that, Bitatin. You know, content creation is all new to me. People think I've been at this for years, but I've only had an account for like a year and a couple of months. And yeah, Bitatin, it's hard. Content creation is not easy, guys. Anybody who thinks content creation is easy is lying to you. It is actually very, very challenging. It's one of the most challenging things I've done. But I found good help. I found a good video that kind of guided me. And I've been following everything in that video and it has worked. I have managed to grow my accounts and I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, it's not easy, guys. It's a job. It is 100% a job. It's probably the hardest job I've ever had. But yeah, there's always something to do in content creation. Someone's always in my DMs. There's always comments to look at and reply to. There's always new ideas I want to get out of my head and flesh out. So yeah, always something to do, guys. Always something to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys are working on. So do you guys have any side projects going on? Any cool pieces of code you come across? Azim says, I am a junior software engineer based in Mumbai, currently working on an AI project, particularly using vision language model. Okay, very cool. Congratulations. That's awesome. If I was a software engineer right now, I'd be making sure that I was doing a lot of self-practice or self-study with prompts. Software engineering is going to be overtaken by AI and prompts in the very, very near future. So Azim, you sound like a smart guy, so I'm sure you're already preparing for that. But yeah, software engineering is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And as I was saying, I have a new guide out. You can find it on my Instagram or my LinkedIn. And I believe that it's going to be there's going to be a great devaluation of technical degrees in the near future. A massive devaluation. Batatin says you hold live streams every day. I do, Batatin. I do. I do. I have to skip a day here and there because client calls take priority, or I have other personal things to do. But generally speaking, I do try to stream every day. You'll find me here at this time. It's usually 1500 GMT, so whatever time that is in your part of the world right now, this is when I usually stream. I'll start here on YouTube, and then I'll move over to Instagram. So yeah, I stream on both platforms and just kind of see where the conversation goes. I have no agenda for these. Just trying to keep the conversation and the lines open for people to collaborate with each other and talk to each other, which is an important part of data science, right? Being able to talk with other scientists on a professional level, get feedback, give feedback, super valuable skills. Azim says, actually, I am the solo working on this project in my company. That's not rare. And there isn't any senior guy here, all workload on me. Yeah. Azim, that's not rare. You're not alone in that. A lot of people work that way. I've worked that way a lot of times in my career. Maybe it's the case for you. But another thing I hear in this scenario also is that their manager isn't a technical manager. So they basically don't have any source of feedback, right? Because your manager's just going to say, I don't know, it looks good to me. Like they don't know any better, right? So I hear that, Asim. I hear that from software engineers. I hear it from data scientists. To be honest with you, that's a big source of clients for me. I have a lot of clients that come to me because I do offer one-on-one coaching. Link is in my bio. That come to me and say, hey, can you just be like my senior eyes, my senior guy to help me make sure I'm on the right track, to help me make sure I don't screw up? Because my manager can't tell me that. My manager doesn't know any better. They have a great relationship with their manager. But it can be scary to develop solutions, software and data science, and not have any feedback, right? Like, it's scary. Like, that's super scary, right? Especially early in your career. So yeah, Azim, I hear you and I empathize with you. But it's not rare. Not rare. Batatin says, okay, I will follow you up on my personal YouTube, and this is our company. Okay, yeah, sure, Batatin. Any way I can help you, let me know. Feel free to come back. I love when people come back. Just trying to put out the best content I can, guys. The more you come back, the more you'll see that I am the opposite of all the idiot influencers that are out there. I call them the idiot influencers because they're just too stupid to know any better. They've never worked in data science. They don't know what they're doing. They're just chasing a trend, trying to scam people from, using latest trends. But I don't do that. I don't offer cheap courses. I don't do any of that. So I'm here to give you the truth, to share my 25 plus years of experience. God, it hurts to say that, 25 plus years of experience. So that's what I'm here for, guys. Just sharing my view. Just this channel is just the ramblings of an old man that has worked in data science. What's your job? I am a commercial manager. This is my job. I do content creation full time. I do this full time. I also do one-on-one coaching. I have a fantastic collection of coaching clients right now that I really enjoy working with. So yeah, this is what I do. I do content creation and one-on-one personal coaching. I've been really lucky to build up my coaching business. I already had corporate clients prior to that, but yeah. I just sit here and talk data science all day, guys. Azim says, yeah, but I have 8 months experience, past 3 months on AI, and the language model is local to our server, not open AI calls. I have fine-tuned it on our data. Well, that's great. That's great. That means that you're learning, right? That's a good thing, Azim. Bitatin says, I will learn from you more things. Yeah, I try, Bitatin. I try to teach people. When people ask me what I do, like, if I'm at a conference or something, I usually say I teach the world data science. Because I'm fortunate to have this large of a platform. I'm fortunate to be able to have the ability to speak to all of you, like the skills, because teaching itself is a skill. I'd like to think that I have okay soft skills, right? I think I'm okay on the soft skill side. But yeah, I feel really lucky to do this, to be able to teach this. And like I said, I have a great collection of clients right now. Like, all of my clients are awesome people. Um, yeah, so this is what I do, guys. I love teaching people, and I love just talking data science all day. I'm really passionate about it, so it's easy for me to talk about this all day. As crazy as it is to say, as crazy as it is to say that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys keeping on coming back. Anything I can help you with, let me know. I post shorts, I post long form videos, I post a variety of things. So keep on coming back. Batatin says, do you use text that AI created, or do you manipulate text to post it on some website or LinkedIn? Batatin, I try to avoid that. I use AI for very select things. Like, I might use AI to help me create my clips, my shorts. I use AI for general advice, but not text. So I'll ask for advice on how to phrase or how to get a particular message across, but I don't say, write this for me, and then I copy and paste. I get it to influence me, but then I still write it in my own voice, right? And then I also use it for research. But otherwise, I don't use AI. I don't use AI for my videos. I have an avatar. I fooled around with avatars, but I don't like the quality, and people hate the content with it. My coaching clients don't get any AI from me. My coaching clients work directly one-on-one with me. I don't have junior staff that I give them to. So yeah, I do it all myself. It's all one-on-one personal. This is me. Very, very little use of AI, and none for content. Like, not for direct content, at least. Excuse me. Batatin says, greatly done. No, thank you. I appreciate that, Batatin. I'm just trying to put out good information, you know? I find it offensive when people say, oh, becoming a data scientist is easy. You can do it in 10 days. That's offensive to me, so that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you guys the real view on being a data scientist. So Azim says, now main challenge is LLM ops, creating a production grade inference pipeline for this 7 billion parameter model. Yeah. Well, Azim, it sounds like you have your hands full over there, which is great, right? It's good to be busy. And it sounds like you're gaining a lot of really good experience. So good for you. Keep on going down that road. I know it's not easy to be a sole practitioner in a company like that, right? I wish I could be like more encouraging, but get used to it. That's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. You know, not a lot of companies can afford to have an entire staff, right? So just keep going. Keep going. It's not. I understand that it's not always easy, but so far, Azim, you have mentioned things that are fairly standard in most organizations, right? So just keep going. Keep going. All right, guys. So I think this is a good natural transition point for me to go over to Instagram. So feel free to join me on Instagram if you'd like. Otherwise, join me here tomorrow and every other day. Whatever time this is in your time zone, this is when I usually stream. So feel free to keep on coming back and see where the conversation goes another day. All right? So as always, please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you guys tomorrow.